Starlight Pontoon. We have octopuses, octopodes to find. Which shouldn't be too difficult. I believe there were quite a few of them out and about at night. But welcome back, anyway. I haven't said that yet. We're playing Dredge. Jesus is on the cross, I think. Is that right? Sorry, my I went to a Catholic school, believe it or not, but my my knowledge of these things aren't exactly up, you know. It's not exactly up where it perhaps should be, given my given my past. Yeah, no, he dies on the Friday, right, and then rises on the Sunday. So like, it takes a bit to die on a cross, right? Like, it's not like an instant death. You're up there for a bit. You're bleeding out and shit. Like, I bet he's up there. I bet he's up on the cross today. I bet he's having a great time. Maybe not what you would genuinely expect someone to say with regards to being crucified, but look, I've seen Life of Brian. Monty Python, the classic Life of Brian. I've seen that, right? And, yeah, they sang a little song up there. They made it seem quite jovial, the whole crucifixion thing, so I can only assume that that was historically accurate. And, do-do, 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 and all that, you know? It's good, it's good. It is wild how much of, like, a cultural behemoth Monty Python is. Like, probably less so other parts of the world, but in the UK specifically, like, everyone has seen those movies. Like, everyone has seen them. Miss Researcher. Oh, hello again. What do you need? About those specimens you're after. I've got you a fine looking octopus. This one's the smallest one. I don't know if that means it's worth less, but here you go. Thanks, looks like you caught all the surface specimens I need, but yes, I also need some from deeper down. But that's going to be a problem. Why is that a problem? I developed a device to retrieve samples from the abyssal zone. This was over in the other research outpost before the attack. I have an idea of how to keep the creature at bay long enough to collect those samples, but while I work on that, I need you to retrieve some prototype parts. Carefully. I suggest you don't go during the day. I wouldn't want to be out on the reef at night. Is there anything else? Nope. So what does she want me to go? Oh. Like, actually over the spooky boy. Can I... Like, if I move slowly enough, does it not aggro him or something? Is there some way of getting up in that shit without too much trouble? What does it specifically say for the quest? What does it specifically say? I need to help the researcher collect the sample she needs. I need to collect the prototype parts the researcher left behind. Yeah, so the research outpost. Yeah, that's what I thought she was saying, but the map is definitely not pointing to that right now. I can go back to the research outpost though. That's pretty harmless over there, to be honest. I've not had any major issues with the research outpost thus far, so why would this be a big deal for me? It's literally the first place I came to in this region. Just rocked over there, stole all your research parts, and left. Like, apparently there was something cool I missed there because I wasn't plot forward enough. There's an anglerfish. Oh, I need abyssal for them. That makes sense. They're anglerfish. That's sort of their thing, right? I want to know who's falling for that. Like, for one thing, half the fish that deep down, like, just don't have eyes at all. But for another thing, like, why would they be attracted to light? They live in, like, the abyss. So why, if they wanted light, they'd just live higher up, right? I don't know. The laboratory is in ruins with equipment and research papers strewn all about the place. Where do you want to look? I've looked everywhere, but I guess I'll inspect the equipment on the table. After some searching, you find the prototype parts that the researcher needs to assemble them. Yeah, I seem to remember now that when I looked on the table before, there was like, there's something here, but you don't know what it is, or something. So, there we go. You say the prototype parts on board. Where do you want to look? I want to leave. I want to not be here anymore, actually, is what I want. More than anything. Ooh. I may have got confused as to which boat I was for a second. Don't judge me, alright? Well, you can judge me a little bit, but don't do it, like, to my face. Like, judge me behind my back. That's all I ask. Do it two-facedly. Be as mean as you like about me, but don't hurt my feelings, goddamn. I'm trucking now. I'm looking forward to getting a new engine so I can truck even faster, honestly. I think that'll be really exciting when I can like outrun all the major threats. I also really do need to get an abyssal fishing rod. I assume I'm going to have to research that, but it didn't seem to want to let me before. I don't know how that all works. Oh, hello again. What do you need? I have this prototype parts you asked for. Excellent. Let me just assemble a device for you. This should allow you to catch specimens from much greater depths. It's a little slow, but you may be able to make some improvements. Okay. Nice. Can I... Yeah, I'll have to send it to storage and sort it out in a second. Now I've developed a repulsion machine that produces a bright light that emits a high-pitched noise. It should deter the creature from attacking, or enrage it, I'm not sure. Connect it to the research outpost generator. You'll have to return and re-engage it every few hours. But other than that, it's completely automated. Okay. Great. Now take a look at this list of specimens. Remember, you want to install and activate the machine before attempting to collect these. You might also need to improve that equipment I gave you to catch some of these. Ah, I see. I see how it is. Give me a free sample, and then I have to spend the big bucks in order to really get in on this pyramid scheme you're running. We've seen anglerfish. I'm assuming one of these is that other thing that's right by here. They're hadal, though. The thing she gave me only let me fish abyssal, right? Which is why I need the upgrade. That makes sense, actually. Alright, I guess I need to go get more specimens. Ah, well. Okay, I need a research part for that, though, unfortunately. I think I might just not... The indecisiveness of the Joe strikes again. I was thinking I might just sell the rod she gave me and just try and find a research part so I can upgrade to the more relevant item, to the more relevant rod that lets me catch everything. But where am I going to look? I guess there's plenty of places I've not looked yet, to be fair. You know, I realised when I was editing the previous video, and I didn't do much editing, mind you, I never do a great deal of editing, but I did notice that bar at the top. Like, I thought that was time, like that semicircular bar at the top, but that's my sanity. Because that went down after I rested. And there we go, look, the eyes appeared because we've reached the halfway mark on it now. See? Isn't that interesting? So that's actually really useful information to have, because it tells me when I need to sleep again. Stop. Would you shut up about crab pots? What is your obsession with crab pots? You strange, strange woman. Buy all my shit. Okay, she bought all my shit with a vengeance. That was quite a bit of shit, in all honesty. Can we slap anything in here? Not currently. Actually need to be looking for wood and cloth again. Where is my storage? Yeah, I've got one of these. Don't currently need that. How much wood did I need? Was it 2 or I'll get all 3 out just in case. I can't actually remember. Might as well just stash these bits. I guess I need to take this with me, get that installed at some point. Don't need to carry a random ring around with me. Very cool. Okay, so back on the floating dock. I'm just trying to do a little bit of organisation while I've got the opportunity to do so. Get things set up. So yeah, I mostly need cloth and then just one more refined metal, which is going to be the tricky part. I'm not too far off this now, though. That's good to know. I'm actually pretty close to affording it money-wise as well, which is nice. Anything fun at the shipyard? See, I do need to get a mangrove and a volcanic rod at some point, but I don't actually need them for the quest yet, so I don't really see any pressing reason to do so just yet. Oh, I can buy refined metal. 500 a pop, but interesting to know. And also research parts. And I could buy a research part now so I can get the better rod. It's a lot of money though, and I'd then have to buy the rod as well, which would probably be a similar amount. It would basically bankrupt me. Plus research parts, they sort of come pretty... They're pretty liberal, right? They show up quite a lot. Do you want to get a stronger light? Like, that's 500 lumens. That's 2,100. Like, that would be a major improvement. But it would be nice to be able to see where I'm going without rocks just spawning in me, basically. I can't afford this engine. But I think I was saving for the next one, to be honest, rather than blowing my load on that. Yeah, we'll see how big an upgrade this is, I think. That feels sensible. Can you install it, please? Thank you. Get 50 back from that, so that's not so bad. That seems like a pretty good opportunity to rest, actually. So here's what I'm... Having said that, maybe this is the time of day. Maybe I was completely off base about that. I guess I woke up in, like, at the wrong point that confused me before. I don't know. This is the time of day meter for sure, though. This is the point between day and night. I guess it just doesn't track your sanity anywhere. I guess the eyeball is just, if the eyeball's there, maybe you should consider sleeping. I guess that's basically all you need to know. Okay, learning. Learning as I go. Every day is a fun new experience for me. I'm trying to think where I haven't really checked any of these islands, right? So I'm thinking I might head out towards those to see if I can find some research parts. That feels sensible to me. Also, is this a town? Wait, is there a town here? The stone hums quietly, sending ripples through the air around it. Faint shapes dance upon its surface, vanishing before your eyes can focus on them. Place hand. The cold stone does not respond to your touch. That's the second one of them I found now. I wonder what that means. I'm assuming I can blow this up as well, and that's refined metal behind there, so that's definitely worth doing. I will buy some explosives for that exact purpose. We just need cloth then, which looks like there's some right here. I can't actually afford to buy the upgrade yet, but it'll be nice to have all the materials ready. This may not be the most pressing thing to do right now, but I want that whole space, goddammit. I'm tired of having a full inventory all the time. There's no such thing as too much whole space in this game. I mean, it's shiny though. There's a whole lot like Titanic down there, that's crazy. That's wacky. This is going to be another one of those like things I couldn't sell, like the little banner pieces. Yeah. I don't know if these are for like cosmetic purposes or something. I should probably look into them at some point, but... Yeah, that sentence just ended in but. That had no intention of going anywhere. Couldn't even be bothered making an excuse. I should look into them. The end. Oh, it's getting dark already, man. There is fuck all on that island. That's quote-unquote good to know. Guess I'll check this one. Did I? I didn't. No, I checked these islands on the way back from the Gale Cliffs. I definitely haven't checked any of these yet. Probably not super sensible to be out on the open water in the middle of the night, to be honest. Especially when it's been previously established on multiple occasions that I cannot, for the life of me, outrun any of the threats in this game. But here we are. Maybe this dock will have a campfire or something. Do you have a campfire? Beautiful. Next to the dock is a derelict campsite. Strange symbols are scratched into the sand. What do you want to do? Searchy. An extremely rough and worn sheet of fabric has collapsed at the base of some wooden supports. There's nothing remarkable about it. What do you want to do? Inspecty. The symbols span the breadth of the camp, twisting this way and that. Some are grouped together into what must be words. Yeah, it says Futug 7. Duh. Fresh footprints tread carefully around each symbol. The last symbol trails off hurriedly and looks unfinished. Inspect that last symbol more closely. A glint of metal. Fuck, I really thought it would be research parts. I really did. You take it for yourself. Fresh footprints. Inspect them. Whoever left the footprints was barefoot. The prints are large and wide, perhaps indicating that were left by a man. But you don't know much about footprints. Fresh footprints. Fresh foot. Yeah, alright. I'm never going to even attempt to pronounce that ever again. I might as well rest then. You can wake up a little earlier because we went to bed quite early there. It's still technically nighttime, there are still technically threats about, but I wanted to, like, while I'm out here, I might as well check all these islands, right? There's no point coming out here, checking one and leaving. But I've still not found the research parts. That's the word I was looking for. Not found the research parts, so there's good reason to... I saw something move then. Maybe I'm just being paranoid, but I swear something was fucking... Whatever. Paranoia is healthy. Sorry. Could you step out of the way for a moment? You're in my shot. You move to the side. A few seconds later, the photographer sighs in exasperation and mutters to herself. No, this simply won't do. Oh, what's the matter? The angle of this lens is all wrong. I'll never get a close-up shot of anything with this, and the others, I fear they were lost overboard. She sighs again and looks off to the west. I was sailing from Stella Basin, you see, squeezing my boat through a narrow gap between two islands, and then I crashed into some coral. I thought I heard something in the water behind me, so I dared not stop. If you were able to retrieve the lenses for me, well, let me see. She rummages through what few belongings survived the trip. I have a spare camera here I don't need. You're welcome to it if you can find those lenses. I'll mark it on your map where I think I lost them. Well, yeah, that works for me. This will probably reward research points as well, I imagine. Oh, over there. Okay, cool. And also someone wanted me to get them a camera, so this is also moving towards another quest. Either that or it becomes a tool I can use, and also like something I can do for that. Who was it? Was it I want to say it was the dock worker girl in the starting town. But also I could be making that up. It could also be the builder, possibly, the one who moved off to the island. Someone was like, hey, you should get a camera. I want to see what a camera is. I don't comprehend cameras. And I was like, I'll do that, and then it became a thing. Not an actual quest, apparently, but something that lodged in my brain at least, so it must be worth something. I would never remember useless information. Gone all the way around the arse end of this island and there's fuck all on it. Hoping this little inlet bit is going to have something of note. Is that another weird robed man? You approach a hooded figure. Dirty gold robes obscure all features except for a pair of withered and blackened hands. Fisherman. Deep calls respond. The voice gurgles with the sound of fluid in their lungs. An answer. The hooded figure holds out a scroll. They tap at the shape depicted. It looks like a red snapper. Alright. Sure. I can probably get you a red snapper. I don't know what the deal with these random robed fellas and their obsession with fish is all about, but this is a red snapper, isn't it? How convenient. Some might say it was designed that way, but I think it was pure luck. Pure luck, and probably a little bit of Joe skill, you know? An answer. They rip through the throat of the fish and tear out its heart in the mouth before you have time to process what you just saw. A sacrifice. Fangtooth, I haven't caught any of those yet, but I will get back to you. I'll get back to you on that for sure, friend. Yeah, I don't know what the deal with the weird robed fellas is all about. I've not actually got anything for helping them so far. They're just like demanding more fish constantly, basically. But I'm sure there will be some sort of reward for that eventually. Getting dark again already. I really am going to be like miles from anywhere when I'm out on these islands, but fuck it, we can play risky. Where's the fun in doing otherwise? Actually progressing and completing the game? Nah, that's not for me. I like to do stupid shit. Did I ever check this out? Is this not anything? It sure looks like something for something that isn't anything. I know I came to these islands on the way here, but I think I sort of breezed past them a bit. I didn't give them like a thorough check out or anything. Collection of caches have washed up on the shore. Some already have split open and lost their contents to the waves. Look for valuables. Photography equipment. Well, that was easy. Spooky mist. I could risk the crossing again and sleep in the place I slept last night, back at that campsite again. It's not that far to that island. I don't see anything particularly bad between here and there. Just some mist. Just lots of mist. Just a concerning amount of mist. And, you know what? I have to know. Oh, I don't have the abyssal rod. I was like, but I got one, and then I remembered I never actually equipped it. Ooh. Concerning. In the immortal... This is the wrong island. In the immortal words of Elon Musk, that was incredibly concerning. This island? Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. I see the campsite there. If I'd managed to go directly here in the first place, I would already be resting and not have anything to be concerned about, but whoops, I guess. And to be fair, I think I've done it. I think I've gone and done it, haven't I? Absolute legend that I am. Alright. Feeling good. Who needs more than 4 hours sleep a night, right? Right? It's just like real life. Work too much and don't get enough sleep. I learned the art of the silver tongue at least. Do I have any more... That's not how I do that. That's not how I do that at all. Any more books to read? No. What did the art of the silver tongue do? Increased sell prices and reduced buy prices. Yeah, that's good. It's a good thing to have. I'm going to have to buy quite a few rods pretty soon, so it would be nice if they get a bit cheaper. Don't know if that applies to like ship upgrades as well, but if it does, then similarly cool. Here you have the lenses. I do hope they've not been damaged by the seawater. She takes the case from you and inspects each lens carefully. They seem mostly unharmed, and nothing that some careful polishing can't remedy at least. As promised, you should take my spare camera. The lens is nothing special, but it should allow you to capture some good shots. If you wanted some advice on locating wildlife to photograph, just say the word. Photograph, I almost said. And then I leaned into it and went even sillier, but the fact remains that I instinctively wanted to pronounce that word photograph. I don't really care about your photography minigame, I'm not gonna lie. If it comes to be something I actually have to care about later, then maybe I will, but for right now, thanks I guess. Still no research parts though, so fuck you. Fuck you, frankly. You don't impress me much. So I need to make some money if I want this ship upgrade. I know I'm sidetracking massively from what I'm... Dolphins! From what I'm supposed to be doing. But I kind of want the ship upgrade. So if I want to make money, I need to do fishing. And if I need to do fishing, I should be doing fishing. Stands to reason, right? I know, it's incredibly complex thinking, but... 'tis in fact the case. Didn't expect you guys to show up so close to land, but... nice to see you regardless. Complete with musical sting. I'm sure they're doing very cool things behind me right now, but... is this wood? What is this? Oh, it's more deep shit. Deep shit I can't catch. What a shame. That sounded sarcastic, but I mean it. I'm very sad that I can't catch the deep shit. And that the only reason I can't catch the deep shit is because I voluntarily decided not to install the rod that would allow me to catch the deep shit. Alright. Well, I went far, travelled wide, explored deep. And after all that, the research part was right where I started, basically. Kindly install this. Small object rolls out from under the generator covered in dried salt. Fucking hell, man. God damn it. Yeah, go on, activate the machine. A few seconds later, a bright light shoots from the top of the repulsion machine, and an alarm begins blaring. The researcher says you should keep the creature at bay for a time, at least. Yeah, but I presume I can't actually... like, the thing I need to catch over there is, like, it requires deep, right? I can give it a go, but... these little guys. Yeah, I don't know what I'm meant to be fishing up here. Is it this? It requires hadal, so it's not much use to me. I assume that's how you pronounce that. Hadal. It's not like Hadal or something. I don't know. I've just been guessing, honestly. Anyway, let's grab some octopuses for money. Since it's nearing the end of day again. Days are short on the open sea, you know. Time flies when you're having fun. And other such idioms. Beautiful. So close. So close to the perfect catch. The perfect haul. Just in time for bed. Would you shut up about... She is obsessed with crabs. She's got a serious crab issue. There is an issue relating to her and crabs. I'm not trying to be crude, you know. You can interpret that however you choose to. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, if I go blow up that thing, grab the other piece of refined metal and catch a few fish on the way back, I should be able to grab this tomorrow. Which is pretty cool, I think. I can also finally research that. I can get one that can do oceanic as well. That would cover a lot. It's also got very fast fishing speed, holy fuck. This one's also cool because it's... I wonder if this just does... oh no, that just does coastal, shallow and oceanic. That isn't actually that exciting, considering how many research points it costs. But yeah, if I could hit oceanic as well... in fact, that plus that is everything, right? which makes me wonder. I assume this is just like really fast fishing speed. But yeah, I really just need those two to get all 7 types. Was there anything I was researching into? Oh yeah, I wanted to get the engine. We'll get the engine first. Because we can technically catch all 7 types now, right? No, I can't. I can't get volcanic or mangrove yet, but that's irrelevant. This is a point though. I need to spend my money on this bottomless line, don't I? So I'm definitely not getting that upgrade tomorrow, which is a shame, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. I do like just saying shit that means nothing. Platitudes, that's the term I'm looking for. I love a good platitude, me. To the point where I find it amusing myself that I am constantly saying shit like that. I will mock myself for this. So yeah, I need to get the rest of the samples and then I need to fish that thing up, but that's all stuff we can do soon. Almost forgot. Need to buy my explosives, don't I? My slightly cheaper explosives. Beautiful. Right. And call that a night. I feel like I should sleep like a little bit. Should I just sleep like a little bit longer like that? I just do that. Just in case my sanity's getting dangerous. It's hard to tell, but presumably the big machine's off now, so I need to turn that on again if I want to go into the danger zone. But I'm more focused on getting the refined metal, honestly. As I say, fuck the main quest. I'm a busy boy. Got much more exciting things going on. Kablamo? Kablamo. As I said. This is definitely refined metal, right? Yeah, good. I was a little bit concerned I'd have done all that and then just got some scrap for it or something. Oh, everything I have is such an awkward shape now. I need like a tiny fishing rod to go in that space. Why can I hear a dog barking? You hearing that? Is there like a... Can I get a little dog? Is there a little dog about somewhere? That feels like it's cueing me to something, right? Is this just me overthinking things? Found it! There's a skinny brown dog leaping around in the shallows. Occasionally it lunges at the water, snapping at some small silvery fish. Its technique is ineffective. Disembark. You jump off the boat into thigh-high water. The dog stops chasing fish and focuses on you. Throw some fish towards your dog. The person scraps into the water near the dog. It pounces and splash and swallows seawater. Slowly approach. You wade towards the shore. As you get nearer, the dog backs up a little ways. It sits. Slowly approach. You start to walk closer to the dog, but it runs away nervously and hides in some bushes. After a few moments, it emerges again. Throw some fish towards the dog. You throw some scraps towards the dog, which land in the sand. The dog eats them, along with a mouthful of sand. Pat the dog. Slowly approach. You start to walk closer to the dog, but it runs away nervously and hides in the bushes after a mouthful emerges again. Call for the dog. You make some soft, encouraging noises, and the dog cautiously approaches. It stops just out of your reach. Hold out some fish in your hand. You hold out some fish scraps in the palm of your hand. The dog approaches slowly, but it soon begins licking at them. Pat the dog. You reach out and gently pat the dog. Its eyes follow your hand, and it seems to understand you're not a threat. Pat the dog. You pat the dog again. It seems to be enjoying it. Pat the dog. Leave. You make your way back towards the boat. As you're wading out, you hear the sloshing of forelegs cutting through the water. You stop and turn around. The dog is standing a few paces behind you. It tilts its head questioningly. Like, what was the game here? Like, in canon universe, my character got off the boat, fed the dog, patted the dog, and then was like, well, you're on your own now, buddy, and just turned around and left. Like, let it follow you. You continue this time with the dog alongside. Its tail is wagging so hard it beats the water into a froth behind it. When you get to the boat, you turn around to pull the dog on board. Fuck yeah, man. I don't know if this is someone's dog. You let the dog on deck. It walks around briefly before curling into a ball and looking up at you. Maybe you can find this dog a more permanent home. No, it's staying on board. It's my dog now. This is my dog. Fuck you all. Keeping it. It's just gonna fill up 4 spaces in my hold for the rest of the game now. Okay, with that done, with that distraction dealt with, why is it thunderbolts and lightning very, very frightening me, Galileo Galileo? Why does that keep happening? What have I done to deserve that? Is it like disrupting the weather with my big, powerful generator? Yes. Right. Let's return to the danger zone then. Highway to the danger zone. But I'm singing all the classic butt rock tunes today, aren't I? Fishing. I'm like directly above this fucker. But we found the relic, so that's pretty cool. And now we need to get the fuck out before the machine stops doing its machine thing. Is this safe? It's probably not, but I'm gonna catch a shrimp here anyway. Oh, a funky one. Willing host or sacrificial receptacle. I'm not sure fish have the capacity to be willing anything, really. I don't think they're like in a fish cult, you know what I mean? Like... The machine is still making noise, so I feel comfortable to continue sitting here fishing until it isn't. But with that done... Okay. If something's glowing, I feel like I have to fit. Okay, about turn. Fate, leave. Joe, out. Joe, out. Joe, rest. The fact that time pauses when you're docking is so good. Because if that had been able to just come at me then, that would have sucked so much shit. Sucked all the shit at once. Okay, sell this guy. Sell this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. Keep this guy. Sell this? No. How are we doing for money? Not amazing, honestly. Nowhere near the fantabulous new hull upgrade we were hoping for, but them's the breaks, I suppose. Can I, like... Why can I not... It's really annoying how I have to actually equip these in order to take them and sell them. Does that seem completely unhinged as a game mechanic to anyone else? Like, I know I can just discard them, but I'd rather get some money for them if I could. The game just does not want to let me do that. I'll keep the dog on board. I'm assuming I'm going to take him to the researcher. I'm assuming that's how that's going to play out. We'll rest now then. Okay, so we need to catch the rest of the researcher's specimens. I'm trying to remember where I saw those very clear anglerfish. I know there's a school of something out towards the researcher, but I thought it was like up near the machine that I saw the anglerfish. Perhaps it wasn't though. Why is the music feeling the need to be intense right now? Or is this like adventurous? I don't know what emotion I'm supposed to be elicited right now. Need one of these. Horrible fucking creatures. Look at that. Look at it. No wonder it's called a loose jaw. It should be called all jaw. Nothing's jaw should be bigger than its torso. That's just not... That's not okay. Stupid abyssal depth fish. Genuinely, like, things that live at the bottom of the ocean are straight up like things from another planet. They're so, like, unknowable. I guess that's where the whole Lovecraftian shit comes from, isn't it? Cthulhu being down there and all that. Oh, hello again, what do you need? This dog needs a home. Do you want it? A dog? Oh gosh, let me see. The dog bounds over to the researcher. She crouches down to pet the dog, grinning. The dog licks her chin in response. I could definitely take this one off your hands, and I'd love the company. Are you sure? Sure, take the dog. Oh, thank you. We're going to be such good friends. He can be my assistant. Suddenly the dog stands upright and begins to retch, its stomach heaving. Seconds later it vomits a wet glob onto the floor. Something glistens through the mucus. Oh, that's interesting. I suppose that's yours if you want it. Thanks. I can clean the rest up, don't worry about it. Are you sure you want this dog? I mean, okay, it vomits money, but it's clearly not healthy. We're not done talking, though. I've got specimens to drop with you. Oh, this one's pathetic. Take this pathetic specimen. And this slightly stale amphipod. So we need an anglerfish and we need a snailfish. I feel like I may have seen them about somewhere as well. I guess we can go have a look. If I can finish up this research, that'll be a pretty good stopping point for the day, I think. I don't know how likely I am to actually be able to do that, but we can take a look. You're not a no, these are barracudas. These are barracudas. I promise you that. I would put money on them being barracudas. Yeah, there's the anglerfish. I thought they were over here somewhere. I must have just completely missed them when I was looking for them before. Is that the snailfish, do you think? It's very large, and I don't think the snailfish looked quite that big, but they do have a bit of a full hull issue right now. I don't think we're going to be able to... Maybe? What shape are these exactly? Oh, perfect. Yeah, cool. Okay. I may have to throw some fish away here, but I would quite like to just get this done, so fuck it. Get the machine on. Yes. Oh, it's night time now though, but it's disappeared, hasn't it? Oh no, I still see it. I see it, but I can't actually fish it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that is 100% not the thing I'm meant to be getting, but I'm kind of intrigued anyway. It's an eel of some sort. Well, it can stay there. I've done my research. Hang on, the machine's on. I don't have to go round. I can be bold today. Enter full brave little toaster mode. I don't know where we're going to find this snailfish. I mean, I guess I would just have to search around a bit, but it's that. I just need to grab one and get the fuck out. It's slightly bigger than I thought it was. Fuck it, don't care. No, stop fishing. Cease fishing. And there we go. Quest complete. As long as I don't die on the way to the research lab, which is not impossible. Weirder things have happened. Especially with that fella over there. I see him. I think he's heading in the other direction. It's crazy that all boats I see on the open water are just murderers. There's no one friendly out here. Hello. Hope you don't mind me showing up at 1 in the morning with some old fish for you. That's normal. It's a normal thing to do. It's regular human social interaction, right? This is gross. It's kind of like a blobfish. And this is an anglerfish. I know what those are. I have good news and bad news. Which do you want to hear first? Start with the bad news. The bad news is that the samples you retrieve from the basin have dangerously high counts of cellular mutations. The good news is that I've honed in on what's causing the abnormalities in the ecosystem. This all points to one thing. That thing in the basin is harmful to life at a cellular level. It damages everything around it, whether passively or with intent. I need to write up a report on my findings. Sorry, our findings immediately. Maybe now they'll take me seriously. How rude of me. You've done all this for me and I've not much to say thank you with. You should have this. She opens the drawer and pulls out a book. Sheepishly she hands it to you. Like every fucker. Reward me with a book. If books weren't amazing in this game, I'd be mad about that. This is something I wrote during my studies. I think it'll be useful to you. Thanks for risking life for me repeatedly. Here's a free copy of my book. Fucking egomaniac. Thanks again for your help. I'd recommend that you avoid the area. It doesn't seem safe to be near the basin. You don't say. Right, I think we're going to wrap up here. Actually, no, fuck it. We'll go sell first. Just a couple more minutes. Just a couple more minutes in the presence of Joe. I mean, you're free to close the video if you don't think it's worth sitting around and watching me make all the money in the world from my incredible businessman-like capabilities. And also, if you're not interested in seeing me catch this dolphin shark, hammerhead shark. Can't catch it, it's oceanic. Yeah, that's a problem. For some reason I thought I already had the oceanic Hadal abyssal triple rod, even though I know for a fact I do not. My brain was telling me I did, and you know, your brain plays tricks on you. That was bad. That was bad, Joe. Come on now. Do better. Right, let's get these sold. Probably still not going to have enough money for the upgrade, but it was a valiant effort on my part, I think. Truly, truly valiant. And hey, it gives us something to look forward to next time we play, right? Exciting prospects of having a slightly bigger hull next time, so we can fit more dogs in it. Think of all the dogs we could carry. To have an entire, like, floating pound, it would be amazing. Buy my fish. Buy my fish. Buy my fish. Thank you. And that, I believe, does it for the day. I'll see you for the next video. It will be really cool. I promise you that. It's an empty promise, but it's a promise nonetheless. Bye.